This is Jarrod Horak, and this is my latest Horse of the Day video for the Del Mar 2023 Fall Meet. For opening day, I covered the Let It Ride Stakes. That was for Friday, November 10th. For Saturday, November 11th, I did the Crosby Stakes. And now for Sunday, November 12th, in this video, I'm going to cover the Betty Grable Stakes. And this video series, I'm going to be covering from November 10th to December 3rd, 13-day Del Mar Fall Meet. And let's see at the end of this video series if we can't show a flat bet profit for my top choices in each of these videos. If you're interested in my full card analysis at Del Mar, you can find those full cards on my personal website, therunawayhorse.com, on my sales page. Each day Del Mar runs, or you can also purchase my full cards at todaysracingdigest.com. Speaking of the digest, head on over to their website in their news section, and you'll be able to check out handicapping articles for the entire 2023 Del Mar Bing Crosby season fall meet. I'm going to be posting articles as much as I can throughout this entire meet. And you can also purchase the complete digest at todaysracingdigest.com for all of the days that Del Mar runs. And you'll get past performances, analysis, speed, pace ratings, and performance ratings, and much more. Head on over to todaysracingdigest.com for more details. And they've been covering Southern California racing since 1970. And now we are going to get into the analysis of this race. And it's going to be the 8th race at Del Mar. And this is going to be for Sunday, November 12th, 2023. This is the Betty Grable Stakes. And it's going to be for fillies and mares, California bred or sired, 3-year-olds and up, 7 furlongs on the main track. And now we will pull up the field and we will look at the entrance in this race. Chancery Way, breaking from the inside post. And this one has some good Today's Racing Digest final ratings. If you go over to the right-hand side of the columns, and you'll see the Digest final rating there of 134. And she's earned that number a few times, and she's certainly going to be a contender from the inside post if she can overcome the inside post. A lot of times in these extended sprint races on the main track, you're going to want horses that are more towards the outside, but she's certainly on numbers, so she fits with these. Bella D only got a 110 last time out for Carla Gaines, and Giovanni Franco is going to ride. Glorious Spring is a bit interesting, cutting back in distance for Dan Blacker with Flavian Prat aboard. And Power Surge for trainer Brian Coroner got an okay 123 final rating. That puts her in the mix. Smoothlikebuttah for trainer Steve Knapp, and Umberto Rispoli's going to ride. She's got a 120 final rating last time. Her problem is she has no speed, and she doesn't particularly like to win races. Chismosa is next for a low-profile barn. Rafael De Leon. Edgar Payeras is going to ride. She's got some competitive speed ratings, 125 last time out. Carmen Miranda for trainer Phil D'Amato with Ramon Vazquez aboard. She got a 119 last time. And then Rose Dawson, also trained by Phil D'Amato with Juan Hernandez riding, and she got a 123 final rating. So looking overall at the final ratings, there's definitely no standouts in this race. You can say that Chancery Way is one that back-to-back 134 final time ratings at 1 mile on turf, and then 6 furlongs on the main track in her last 2 starts. So she's one that's in good form. She's been finishing in the top 3 a lot lately. And from that inside post with Antonio Friso aboard, she can definitely impact this race. Bella D, I'm not sure that she's really fast enough for trainer Carla Gaines. Jockey trainer team 0 for 5 together recently. Carla Gaines has decent stats in dirt sprint races, but this one hasn't run in any dirt sprints at all. Glorious Spring, I mentioned this one is a little bit interesting for trainer Dan Blacker with Flavian Prat aboard. Earlier this year, she did win back-to-back 1-mile dirt races at Santa Anita Park. Then in her last couple starts, she ended up finishing 8th on a turf stakes race at Del Mar, and then a stakes race at 1 mile in an 8th last time out at Fresno. She was a well-beaten 4th. So she's one that cutting back in distance and getting Prat aboard, she's a bit interesting in here. She will have to run a little bit quicker. Some of her top final ratings, back-to-back 120s. She's going to have to run a bit quicker to win this. Power Surge with Brian Coroner as the trainer, and Tiago Pereira is going to ride this one. 6 furlong race last time. She ended up finishing 2nd, getting a 123. That was a decent enough final time rating, but I do think she's going to have to run a little bit quicker in here. Smoothlikebuttah, her main problem is she just does not like to win races. Del Mar Dirt Sprints, she's run 7 times with 2 seconds and 2/3. All dirt sprints in her career, 16 starts, no wins, 4 seconds and 5/3. So that's really been her MO. She just likes to sit back, make late runs, and settle for minor awards. And I think that's probably what she's going to do in this spot. Chismosa is a little bit interesting in here. A 3-year-old filly. She's run 4 times at Del Mar in dirt sprints with 3 wins and a second. So she likes Del Mar. Also, her total record in dirt sprints, 6 starts with 3 wins and 2 seconds. In a turf sprint last time, she ended up finishing 3rd at Santa Anita. But getting back to the main track and getting back to her favorite track, she's not out of this. She's run some decent races. I said she got that 125. You can go back to her last start on the main track at Del Mar. She got a 137 final time rating. If she can run that kind of race, she definitely fits with these. But she has not been winning races lately. She's just been hitting the board. Carmen Miranda is switching surfaces for trainer Phil D'Amato, and she's run 2 times in Del Mar dirt sprints with a 2nd place finish. In her total dirt sprint record, 6 starts with 2 wins and a runner-up finish. She's earned some decent enough numbers, but she typically runs 122s, 123s. Maybe that's not quite fast enough. She did get a 128 when she won a turf sprint at Santa Anita in April. So she might have to run that kind of number to beat this field. Rose Dawson, the final one in here, with Juan Hernandez riding for trainer Phil D'Amato. And she's run once in a Del Mar dirt sprint, and she finished 2nd. And her total dirt sprint record, 3 starts with 2 wins and a second. She was in a turf sprint last time out, and she finished 4th, beaten 5 lengths, a stakes race at Santa Anita Park at 6.5 furlongs on turf, getting a 123 final rating. The race that probably makes her a contender in here, her win at Los Alamitos Racecourse on the main track at 6.5 furlongs on September 16th. She won that race by 5 lengths, and she got a 129 final time rating, putting blinkers back on that day. So she's won with the outside post. She likes main track sprints, and I mentioned that I like to play horses with some at least positional speed in outer posts in extended sprints. I've said that in many of my videos when I do these extended sprint races. And that's exactly where I'm going to go for my top choice in here. I am going to go for Rose Dawson. I like the outside post. I like that speed rating that she earned at Los Alamitos at 6.5 furlongs in September, getting that 129, putting blinkers back on and winning that race handily. I think with Juan Hernandez aboard, he's going to give her a good ride. She's going to be out in the clear. And I think that she's going to have a good chance to win this Betty Grable Stakes. Of course, she's not the only contender. I said this is a competitive race, but I like her most for on top. And if you're playing underneath in exotics, Smoothlikebuttah, certainly you have to use that one. And Chismosa likes this course. I think that those two you can certainly use underneath. But I think this one is all about Rose Dawson in the Betty Grable Stakes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. And keep checking my YouTube channel for these Horse of the Day videos. Del Mar, as I said, they're going to run from November 10th to December 3rd. Typically, they're going to run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday each week. It's a 4-week meet. But the 1 week that they're going to run 4 days is Thanksgiving week. They're going to run Thanksgiving Day and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. And then as we get later into this meet, we're going to see a lot of more graded stakes races and graded stakes races on the turf course as well. And that will do it for this video. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.